Hey, this is Nick, and I wanted to quickly show you my updated 2021 NFL Draft Game spreadsheet. So it was about a year ago when all the sports were canceled or on pause. March Madness was canceled. I needed something to fill in that void of filling in the March Madness brackets. So that's where I made this NFL Draft Game spreadsheet, and so I decided to do it again this year. So I'll just show you quickly how this works. So here's the current 2021 NFL draft order. See which teams are picking in what order. So we go to the draft pick sheet. So here I have the top 100 prospects, college football players that are available for the 2021 NFL draft. So what you do here is this is set up for up to 10 players at the moment. So just like most of my other sheets, follows the same color pattern where yellow is user input and orange is drop down lists. So you put the player names in the top row here. And so what you're going to do is you just hit this randomize button and it runs a macro and it'll generate random numbers. And that's then how it determines which players and prospective college football players you have. So the whole goal here is you want your players to be picked as early as possible, and then you get points for that. So if they're picked in the number 1, you get 1 point. If they're picked second, you get 2 points. Third, 3 points, and so on. So in the end, we add up all the points, and whoever has the lowest amount of points wins. So here, let's just show how this works. We're going to hit randomize. So it's generating the potential players for each person. So here I should have 10 players, so that's what this row is checking. And this macro runs a little slow. I could probably speed it up some. So it's going to generate all 10 players, even though I don't have 10 names in here right now. So there's another thing I could change in the code is to get it to stop if there's only 4 players. Let it run for only 4 players. I'll also point out there's 2 different things. So this version of the game, multiple people may have some of the same players, but I also have the version where you can have no duplicates. So that's why at most there's only 10 players in here, because if 10 players have 10 names from this list, and 10 times 10, that's 100. That's a whole list of potential players. All right, so it looks like it's finished there. And this count formula is just count if there's an X in here. So the X's denote which players are yours. So there's 10 X's on here, so these are mine. And so then if you want to scroll up and down the list, you come over here and you can see, okay, here's my 10 players, here's the next person's, and so on. It's like, oh, you got Trevor Lawrence, so he's probably going to be an overall number 1. So let's say Trevor Lawrence goes number 1. So you start putting what order they get drafted. And as you fill in the picks, you get a score. So this Brooke is in last place because she has 3 points. So these aren't going to be in order. Obviously, this will be like 55 or all different numbers. So you can see it's starting to add up. So once all the numbers are in, then you have the final score. And then another option, if you want to have bonus points, you can try to pick the team that your player will be going to. So I'm assigned Jalen Waddle. Say, I think the Bengals are going to pick him up. So different team. Like it doesn't affect me at all. But if I pick the team correctly, there they are. Bengals, Bengals. Scroll down. You can see I got -2 bonus points because I picked the team right. So because you're trying to get the lowest score, instead of adding bonus points, you're going to subtract them. So let's see again. Let's see. Arizona Cardinals. So now it should be -4. Yep. Well, so that's how that works. So yeah, each player just picks a team after their players are assigned. And that's all there is to it. It's pretty simple, but it makes watching the NFL draft a little more exciting as you're rooting for your players to get picked as early as possible.